Yo Game Dad, aka Sean Jones, aka Picking Up Sticks. And you know what that means. If it's this late, you know I'm just got off of work. But I am not alone. As you all know, I got Doug buried, the D-O-U-G.
In the eyes of the trophy hunter, I will get those trophies no matter what.
Yep, he's collecting them all like Pokemon balls, I'm just saying. And I do believe Vibrators in the house. Fully charged with batteries.
Well then, just well then.
Vibrator's asking like, what did I come back to? I hear about zombies and killer donuts and what?
Yeah, we were, before the broadcast, we were just talking about weird-ass movies that I never heard of, but apparently they exist. Don't worry, Doug gave me the trailer for it. I'll put it in the description below. But as you can tell, I am still playing Madden, the fantasy draft, and I'm going up against Atlanta. And I just hope they play like they play tonight. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because you know I streamed Resident Evil Revelations 1. I did that because that game I already knew was over, and everyone's like, I'm sure there would have been somebody's like, why did you already stop watching the game? Because Atlanta fucking sucks.
Yeah, I have to say that Atlanta is now the new Cleveland Browns. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
And I'm doing throwback jerseys. That's right.
Because who doesn't love a good throwback jersey? Granted, Atlanta's case, like, can we just throw back to when we had Michael Vick?
Right? Oh my gosh. And they had Michael... I feel like they should have had weapons when Michael Vick was playing.
Well, they don't. Well, they barely have weapons from Matty Ice. I'm expecting to hear eventually tomorrow or Wednesday that the Falcons have fired their head coach, because if the Texans already did it, and I'm going to say that, I know I'm going to say this later this week, but I'm just going to say it here because you're playing football and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he should have been given, I don't think he should have been fired yet. I already told you, he's probably going to be fired after the season, but he got fired this year, and I'm like, did we not forget who he played, excluding the Vikings, which was a winnable game? They played Kansas City, Baltimore, and Pittsburgh, who are all undefeated. Well, okay, excluding Baltimore, they only have one loss. But that's a tough schedule for your first 3 games. The reigning defending Super Bowl champions, the MVP of Lamar Jackson, and oh yeah, you're playing Big Ben, who's coming back from his injury. I'm sorry, that's a tough schedule. You'd be thankful to go 1-2 in that situation.
I'm actually surprised Ben is actually playing, seeing how old he is.
Yeah, and what the most surprising thing is, he's playing better than Drew Brees.
Dang, jeez.
What?
Jeez, Doug.
Drew Brees has not been playing well this year.
Cut a hole in the guy, will you?
Hey, I love
See,
Drew Brees,
I even got a sack because of that.
He's not been playing well this year. I hate saying it, but Drew Brees is showing his age. Maybe the Saints should have kept Teddy Bridgewater. Tell Drew Brees to retire.
Jeez, ouch.
I think the only reason Tampa Bay Brady hasn't fucked up is because after playing the Saints, he's had easy opponents.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No, except I'll give him the Chargers. Chargers are so banged up that you don't know how to play against them at this point.
Speaking of the Chargers, isn't Melvin Gordon still with them, or did he get traded?
I don't remember, actually. I think he did get traded.
Because I know, was it Keenan Allen? After that little, whatever the hell play they were doing, it was like heat. he wanted to like
Get out.
yeah.
And I don't mean the movie Get Out. I mean he really wanted to get the fuck out of it.
It's like he caught the ball and then tipped it over to his, I guess his tight end. It's like, dude, you had the ball in your hand. You had you were open. Don't. It's like, don't be a hero.
Don't be a hero. And well, we saw what happened. And I know you were at work today, so you didn't get to really watch both games tonight, right?
I saw a little bit of everything.
Okay.
of both games. It's just I was just kind of shocked that the Bears were playing the way they were playing.
You mean the Patriots?
Oh yeah, Patriots. I'm sorry.
It's alright. I actually said that game was actually pretty good, and I think what hurt the Patriots though, and this is why I'm glad I picked the Chiefs. The Patriots got there this Monday morning, because the NFL wouldn't let them leave Sunday. They had to wait till Monday morning to get on a plane to go to Kansas City. So I'm like, so they're leaving for the game Monday morning. They got to play Monday night. No Cam Newton. Yeah, this is just a recipe for fucking disaster.
Yeah, like I saw a little bit of it, and then I was watching more of the Packers game, just laughing my butt off, shaking my head.
Oh yeah, when that thing ended up being 20-3 at halftime, I'm like, why the fuck are they even wanting to continue making us watch this? Just turn the game off now.
Yeah, it was just so horrible, so horrible.
And the sad thing is, as much as I would love to see it give Atlanta the worst team award, I cannot do it this week, which is fucking surprising. Because they actually got points at the end. Might also save that discussion for another day.
Right. Well, I know you're gonna do your picks on Wednesday, right?
Wednesday evening.
Well, I'll go ahead and throw mine in, but I know I'll probably will join you on your picks Wednesday, but I'm gonna do it early since seeing how I'm playing Madden. We have on Thursday the Buccaneers and Bears. Yeah, I'm going Buccaneers.
That's an interesting matchup right there. I think it's going to be a good Thursday night game. I'm not going to give my picks away because I always like to do studying. But what makes this interesting is the Bears defense has actually been playing well this year. Tampa Bay's defense has been so-so. But what makes this match compelling is the quarterback. And you know Brady, we all know what he does. It's the Bears quarterback situation that has me intrigued because it's most likely going to be Nick Foles again. So it's going to be that question like we asked with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Which Nick Foles are we getting? The Super Bowl I Nick Foles? Or the Nick Foles the Bears had this past week who did jack shit?
Yeah. It's going to be tough. They're going to have a rough go round this time, and Bears their defense is not going to have a chance. They're not going to have a chance. However, I do see the score being Buccaneers 31 to 21.
Okay, so you're going to say Bears kind of keep it close, but in the end the Bucks pull away.
Oh, the Bucks going to pull away. I'll say it like this: the first team that's going to score blood is going to be the Bears. And then from there is going to be a uphill battle with Bears going up against the Buccaneers. I could just say it like right now. I definitely see it because like you said, like the last few games, you know, it was a hit and miss, but their offense was like not up to par. Next games we got the Bills and Titans.
Hold off on that one because Titans have not been medically cleared to compete yet. So the Bills could get and I bring that up because the NFL doesn't even know if that game can be played. So the Bills may be getting getting an early bye week, while Tennessee gets its second. We won't know if that game's actually going to be played till I believe Thursday. So even when I talk about it, I have to be careful because it could be like it was with the Steelers Titans. You make your pick, but then it's like, oh, game doesn't get played. You got to move it back to the 7th, which.
And that's so crazy.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're making that pick. That game may not actually get played.
And that's so crazy now. Is here in the NFL to say, you know, yeah, they're not medically cleared as a team.
Which just surprises me that the Patriots were medically cleared, except for Cam Newton.
Oh yeah, just one person, you know. We'll like you said, hold that off. Jaguars versus Texans on Sunday. You know what? You know what? I have to give up all hope on the Jaguars. I have to. Not because of at one point I had a certain running back as my on my fantasy team, but come on, you guys lost to the Bengals. Not saying the Bengals is a bad team. Their offense is again hit and miss, but y'all lost to the Bengals.
But the Bengals, at least I'll give this to the Bengals, though. Rookie team, well, young team, because, you know, new head coach, rookie quarterback. So I expect them to not play well. And the game, my Madden crashed. Yay, Madden 21, a piece of goddamn shit. But what worries me with that game, yeah, I don't have much faith in the Jaguars either, but looking at the Texans, fired your head coach, fired your GM, who's pretty much the head coach. So you're going to have to learn the interim head coach's playbook, which, if it's anything that's new, it could be a problem.
A problem indeed. Jaguar, I see the Texans getting an upset victory over this one. It's gonna be an upset. It's gonna be a close contest. I'll say it's. Oh damn. 24-27.
That sounds about right for those two teams.
And I know I'm gonna catch some flack for it, but you know, I mean, it is what it is, unfortunately. Next game is Bengals versus Ravens. Do I really even need to say it? Do I need to defend Bengals? Yeah, it's just you know. Do I have to say anything?
That one I can't really say. Wait on that, or you know, discuss how the Bengals have a chance now. No, even I gotta mention that. Yeah, I can't even think of a way I could pick the Bengals unless we're on of two. So
yeah,
there's my one giveaway. There's one of my two giveaways that people know who I'm picking. At least you know who the other one's going to be.
Yeah, Ravens. Do I even want to give a score? Ravens. I'll say this: Raven 42, Bengals 21. And I'm being generous.
I'd say that's generous, yeah.
I'm being generous.
Only because Washington only got 17 on them, I think.
Yep, you're right. Next game up is Panthers versus Falcons.
Do we even need to discuss this one?
It's clear to see that it's Falcons all the way, said no one ever.
You know what? I think I would have pretty much said exactly everyone's opinion about that game.
There you go. Said it best. The score, Jesus.
It's Panthers and Falcons, right?
Okay, yeah. I'll say Panthers 27, Falcons 10.
Oh, you're nicer than me. Panthers 50, Falcons
Ooh,
6.
jeez. So you're gonna make them miss the? Oh, they're not even gonna get a touchdown.
Oh, hell no. I'm sorry. You know,
Wow.
I said it a few weeks ago when Dallas beat Atlanta. That was a nail in the coffin. Since then, the coffin's been nailed shut even more. Thrown down a well. Then the hole in the well exited to a volcano. The volcano shut the coffin out, and now it is lodged in Akishi's ass.
Jeez. Man. Or I would have went off the board with a jar of almonds. Okay. I'm sorry. The Falcons, like you said, I mean, before we did the broadcast, like they used to be really good when Michael Vick was around, and I don't know, somewhere down the road, like they just, I don't know what year. I mean, even after Vic left and everything like that, where can we say that the Falcons actually go wrong?
That Super Bowl loss when the Patriots made a comeback.
Man, so sad. Next game is the Raiders versus Chiefs.
That's a hard one because Raiders, you know, they've had an up and down year. But Chiefs, kind of a short week technically because of the fact that they had to play a Monday night instead of Sunday. So they don't have that extra day of rest that could play a factor. But it is the Chiefs whose offense is so high-powered. And I said this with the Baltimore game, and no one listened. No, people listened, they just didn't want to hear it. If you want to beat the Chiefs this year, your defense is not only going to have to make good stops, your offense is going to have to keep in the same scoring pace as the Chiefs' offense. If not, you ain't winning.
There you go. And I hate, and, you know, I kind of feel bad I'm doing my picks right now, though, but I wanted to get it out the way because I don't know if I'm going to make it or not make it. I know you're not going to make any picks on this one, so I see this being a very close contest game. Man, I want to say the Raiders are going to win by a field goal.
Interesting.
But when you got a young and hungry quarterback who plays like he's playing like he's a young Tom Brady. I hate to say it because I don't like Tom Brady, but we just seen like a lot of crazy victories, and you know, Raiders didn't win their game last week, so I see them coming back, lifting their heads, saying, "Yo, we're about to fight a Super Bowl team, and we're in a new home, so let's go ahead and get it cracking." But I can't guess an actual score per se, but it will. I feel that the Raiders are going to win by a field goal. Next, oh, go ahead.
I'm putting up the schedule on my Madden thing right now, and I can already tell you. I can't tell which game I'm going to be burying more right now, the Falcons and Panthers or the other 1 o'clock game that's utter trash, Cardinals at Jets.
Oh, wow.
That sounds like a burial. 2 games that you would rather just be buried into a coffin. Ugh. I would love you to say, next game, Cardinals at Jets.
Yeah, Cardinals and Jets.
Wait, is that actually the next one on your list?
Yes, it is. That's why I'm trying to like not laugh out loud, not to wake up my family. But
all I gotta say is this: if you pick the Jets, you just get off the planet. Just go home. Don't even go home.
I can't even pick the Jets because of I don't know.
Watching me saying this, and then it's like I picked the Jets for some fucking reason come Wednesday.
You know what? You know what? I hate. You know what? Skip it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Come back to that one Wednesday.
Okay, we got Eagles and Steelers. I'm gonna go with Steelers.
Eagles just got their first win, but it wasn't pretty against San Francisco. Pittsburgh's been undefeated at this point. I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this as because we know I'm a Cowboys fan, but and everyone's going to, oh, you're just saying that because it's your division rival. The Eagles suck. Yes, I'll give them props. They got their first win. They lead the division because of that tiebreaker they had with Cincinnati. But does anyone really feel confident with any of the 4 teams from that division right now? Nope.
Damn. Wow, they really did not want AJ to get this first down. And I'm not going to do a field goal. Hell no. Let's see. Next one. Well, okay. Eagles, Steelers. 34-21. Next one is LA Rams versus Washington.
Oh my fucking Christ. I'm gonna have so many fucking jokes and burial jokes I'm gonna have to do this week. Ain't I? Cause,
You know,
okay, if anyone watching Mr. Jones's stream, please remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun crap.
thank you.
For anyone who doesn't know, I live in Virginia, so I'm forced to watch Redskins games every fucking week. I can say this with all honesty. They suck.
Yeah, Washington has...
I mean, after that fluke win against Philly, which I thought that, I'm like, oh my god, maybe they're a good team because they made this great miracle comeback. Since then, lost, destroyed, annihilated. And now they're playing the Rams who, yeah, they didn't get a lot of points against the Giants, but here's the thing. Yeah, Rams got 17. Giants couldn't get a fucking touchdown. They only got 9 points, 3 of them all being kicks. So you mean to tell me the Washington Redskins football team, the horse with no name, whatever the fuck you want to call them, we're expecting their defense to step up when they haven't stepped up against any other team excluding Philly, and the offense to actually show up when they've been getting destroyed. Against the Rams team who, excluding that hiccup they had at the beginning of the year, when near the start, they've been playing well. So it's like, yeah. I feel like I'm giving away my picks more than I think I am right now.
You are. I'm like, I go, okay.
I was writing all these notes down to say what else I can, so I don't have to think of any good more logic.
Oh, wow. Washington Rams, I'll say Rams 32, Washington 10.
We pretty much have the same score most, except I'm giving Rams 27-10.
Okay. Shoot. Next.
Yeah, well, nice.
Yeah, you are being nice.
I'm afraid to know what's next because I'm trying to think what other 1 o'clock games do we have left.
Okay, I didn't get the field goal. Alright, didn't do the field goal. Don't matter. Let's see. Next game is Dolphins and Niners.
Right, did we skip the Broncos Patriots? Because that's a 1 o'clock game.
Did I skip
did that
it?
get moved?
I think it got moved because I don't see it on the list.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's not shown.
Okay.
Was there a reason why? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, it did get moved to a different time.
Okay.
20. Let's see, 4:25.
I'll have to make a note of that the Broncos Patriots game is at 4:25 when I do my picks. Ooh, I just realized that game's actually going to be hard to pick right now.
Yep.
Because Cam Newton's probably not going to be medically cleared. So you got to trust the Patriots quarterbacks, who, by the way, Brian Hoyer got benched in the game. Does that tell you how much faith Bill Belichick has in the fucking quarterbacks? He benched He benched the veteran, put in the rookie, who didn't really play great, but didn't play bad. It was kind of like a C. I would give him a C, to be honest.
Damn. Hey, gotta give him some type of credit. Oh yeah, Dolphin Niners. I don't know how I feel about the Dolphins. One moment they, they play great. The next minute it's just like, well, we forgot we were playing a football game.
It's that wonderful Fritz magic. With that game, it's two things you have to consider when making this pick. Niners are getting some of their players back, because remember, a lot of the players got injured during that Jets game a few weeks ago. I believe Jimmy Garoppolo is still out, so you're going to be depending on the backup quarterback, which you don't know who's starting, since that was the other game that a quarterback got benched. The one who started that got benched in the fourth quarter, but the one who replaced him almost led the comeback. So it's like, who do you play? And then Miami, of course, hey, it's Fritz magic. It's kind of like the Nick Foles situation. Which Fitzpatrick are we getting? Are we getting that guy who's the veteran who's won so many games because he pulls out magical things out of his ass? Or do we get the journeyman, terrible, shitty quarterback?
Well, let's see. Let's. Oh crap! Fuck. Okay.
Yep. You're still beating Atlanta.
I am. I just took my eye off the screen to do something right here real quick. Yeah, they are questioning will Garoppolo will return. Let's see his status. Let's see he came back with a high sprained ankle. They're going to do rotation of backup quarterbacks, that's not a good thing. You need someone to really start. And Kwan Williams, he's out. Oh! Wow. I stopped them from a field goal. Yep. Falcons as always.
Well, you saw what I named my Resident Evil Revelations 1 stream, right?
No.
Part 1, the undead are better than the Falcons.
Oh, yeah, I did see that, yeah. Yeah, it seemed like
I hope somebody sends that to the Vikings organization.
But the 49ers, they do have people out. Now, are they big part? I mean, every team is play a big part, but with the Niners, they need every weapon that they can get, because they can't suffer a loss to the Dolphins like the Dolphins picked up their victory. Now the Dolphins, however, I'll say this much about it: when they show up, they actually show up. But when they show up, you question the quarterback's judgment on some plays. I'm just saying. I mean, he is a rookie, right?
No. Miami's quarterback is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Miami, to their credit, did not pull the rookie out to the Wolves.
You know what? I was thinking about the Jets. My bad. Yeah, but yeah.
I get who you meant though. So.
Shoot. Dolphins. I say 49ers will pick up a victory in this one, 35-14. You know, no, you know what? I take that back. I gotta see. I gotta watch some of the 49ers defense. Let's see.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands.
All right, I'll do one more. Colts versus Browns.
You know what? If you would have told me this before the season started that those two teams would be 3-1 right now, I would probably not believe you. But you know, Philip Rivers having a career resurgence in Indianapolis. Browns actually look like a team for the first time in years. This is the first time they've been above 500, and this is the first time they've been 3-1 since I think 2008. What's the concerning thing, though, for me is this. The Browns defense, and I know everyone's going to say I'm just saying this because all of the Browns beat my Cowboys and I'm just going to not pick them. I don't know who I'm picking yet because the Colts offense is not that great either, but the defense is great and Philip Rivers can always have a lights out game. But what worries me is the Browns defense. That Browns defense just gave up any win, but still gave up 38 points. And almost blew it for the Browns to make. Because Dallas got so many 2-point conversions, it was ridiculous. So with the Browns, it's like they have a great offense. Everything's clicking now. Baker Mayfield has a coach he can trust. Odell Beckham Jr. is actually not crying or wanting to make love and marry a field goal net, that's good for everyone's sanity. But you're playing Philip Rivers, the veteran quarterback. Colts offense has been playing decent. But we've seen the Colts in games this year where the offense has gotten them the win and when the defense has had to step up when the Colts offense is not exactly clicking. So it's really in that game, to me personally, I would have to literally look at the defenses for both, which I'm going to anyway, and really decide on who do I trust more in a quarterback situation and who the key pieces are. I think Baker Mayfield's got the better talent around him, but Philip Rivers knows how to work with talent that's not great. As if anybody who watched him with the Chargers will know that. There were years where he had nobody, and then there were years he had people. So that's probably going to be probably the game of the week. Personally, in my opinion, I think that would be the one game I think everyone should go out of their way to watch if they have red zone or something. And I also think it's going to probably be one of the harder games to pick because how both teams are.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. This is one of those games where I'm like, okay, I really have to watch because I love the Colts, but you know, people bash me because it's like, oh, you know, you live in Ohio, so you gotta like the Browns. Not necessarily. It's just and it is a miracle that the Browns now have a decent quarterback, a decent coach. You know, their defense is there. The defense is absolutely there. I just wish that certain games that they're winning, that they're playing, that they needed to win. You know, Colts, love them. They won the games that they needed to win. You know, I will say that their last game was decent. Now, should they play how they should have been playing? They don't have weapons, and I'll say like this: they could win over the Browns if they could trick the defense.
I agree with that.
Like, okay, prime example. They went up against the Bears. We all know Bears is kind of a former shell of themselves, but I will say that the Bears defense is like about 75% like the Browns. Or it's just a hit again, hit and miss, but they know what they. Oh, oh fuck! Sorry, I'm paying attention to my game.
No problem.
Yeah, it's
But
just
you're winning 14-6.
because let's look at the Bears and Colts. Rivers had 190 yards with 1 touchdown. That is horrible. But their rushing is awesome. Now the big question is, can a person like Taylor be on the draw? You know, it's going to be rough for him and Hines. And
I just remembered as well. Brown's running back Chubbs, he would not be playing. Yes, it didn't hurt him against Dallas, but that could hurt him this week.
oh yeah, and he's the cornerstone of their offense.
I just remember that because I'm looking at my notes for this week so far before anything gets announced tomorrow.
But I'm gonna stop with my picks. I won't take all the fun from you.
Yeah, it's alright, trust me. I have a feeling when I do my picks Wednesday, it's gonna be a... I already know everyone's gonna hate me for who I think the worst team was this week. I have a feeling no one's gonna disagree with my best team. I know some people are gonna disagree with my best quarterback. No one's gonna disagree with me on the worst quarterback. I think some people might disagree with what the best game is and what the worst game was, but I'll see. From this past week, you know. And I think is there any teams with a bye this week? I don't remember. Oh, and Mr. Jones, when you watch Monday Night Raw, you won't believe who the leader of Retribution is.
Huh?
Yep, they have a leader, and because I watched it because it happened right around halftime of the Packers-Falcons game. I'm like, okay, let me see this because it's.
Wait a minute, let's. I think I'm safe because I just picked up a sack.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna say I was kind of shocked and surprised about who the leader of Retribution is.
What?
What happened?
You know what? I'm not mad about this. I see the picture.
Oh, so you already know who it is then.
I just want to see how they announced it.
Yeah, so spoiler warning if you've not watched Raw yet, just mute this for a second. The leader of Retribution is Mustafa Ali, which I'm honest, I never would have predicted that.
But you know what? Here's the thing about that. Mustafa Ali was supposed to be the mysterious, yeah, the hacker. That's hilarious. Oh God, what a car clothesline!
I originally thought, to be honest, I thought it was originally going to be, Seth Rollins, just because I'm like.
No, I thought it was going to be Ricochet.
Yeah, Ricochet. Yeah, because I thought, because at the start of the night, Ricochet was looking like he might want to join the Hurt Business, but. Okay. Just as a quick heads up for anyone who makes picks or does fantasy football, the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers are off this week, in Week 5. I need to put that in my notes.
Oh, he said, "Get him!"
I would laugh at WWE if you get a notification from WWE saying, "Yep, you've been hit with a copyright, good sir."
Wow. Wow, the Falcons are actually trying to do some defense, or it's either that or I'm just not really paying attention.
Red says Cowboys Brown was the worst game this week. I'm gonna take a guess. Red on 81. I want to take a guess. Is that Big Red? I wonder if it is. Surprisingly though, Big Red, Red on. I actually don't have the Browns and Cowboys as the worst game of the week. Because that game actually got entertaining at the end of the stretch.
That's kind of interesting. They're putting that much trust into doing this storyline. What moves Mufasa?
With Mustafa Ali, yeah.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down. Even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to solve.
That is interesting. Oh, twin. What is up, man?
Send a party invite. I'm guessing it's gotta be Big Red then.
It is big. It is Big Red.
Okay. I thought it was.
It is Ricardo Colon.
I don't remember what his PSN name is on the damn thing. Shit.
Give me 1 second here.
I think it's DJ Reed 81.
Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, we'll have a guess for.
It is. It's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, DJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll suggest it. Vibrator when you get a chance. From Dragon Age.
Wow, Tampa 24, Green Bay 17. Nick Foles. What? That was not a first down.
I'd have a strong feeling I may have more than just one guest on the pick show this week if this keeps up.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, Mr. Big Red. Did you have your bubblegum today?
No, not today. Oh, man.
Big points there.
What is good, twin?
What's up, twin?
Not much, man.
I know you said Cowboys and Browns was the worst game. I have a feeling I know why, because if I recall, you're a Cowboys fan, right?
Yep.
Kind of fan.
Man.
I think you saw my post on Facebook what the worst game was for me, what the worst game of the week was.
I don't know. I was just disappointed. I'm like, man, y'all gonna let the Browns come here and do that deal? Really?
And wasn't it at their home?
It was in Dallas, yes. But the sad thing is, though, if Cleveland keeps winning, I think a lot of people are going to look back at that game and like, okay, maybe it's not as bad Dallas lost to them.
Oh, Atlanta actually wants to play this game now.
The good thing for Dallas, I believe we play the Giants this week. Wait. Who don't even know how to put up double-digit points.
I mean, we got the fucking worst fucking division in the fucking league right now.
Yeah, I
When
can't.
when a 1-2-1 team is a fucking division leader,
All because
something
of
is
that
just
tie.
fucking wrong. I'm like,
Well,
wow.
Well, what's funny is everyone says that division's terrible, but I'm like, did we all forget the year when the Seattle Seahawks won the division at 7-9?
This shit was just. They for one, they let Odell get too fucking comfortable.
Our defense is just. The Cowboys' defense is terrible.
And I'm like, I don't care what team Odell play for. You cannot let that motherfucker get comfortable, man. That motherfucker is fast and he has good hands.
Yes, he does. Because the funny thing is, that, and I looked it up after the game, Dallas leads the league in passing yards. And
Son
that's
of a-
because we always have to come back to win.
And right now, I think right now it's just the defense is fucking up everything.
Yeah, if our defense could actually step up, we might actually be able to turn things around.
I can't believe they
And if
actually
Zeke would
scored a
actually run the
touchdown.
ball more.
I'm
Ooh.
trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with Jalen Smith. He had like he can't play without Van Der Esch out there.
Could be. I know. That's the one thing I had to. That's kind of why I'm glad I did not draft Dallas's defense for fantasy football. I was smart and did the Bills.
Oh my god, yeah, you be in trouble right now.
No, well, my opponent was in trouble this week because would you like to guess who his quarterback and defense was? It's the only reason he hasn't won a game yet. It was just it involves a little black bird. Yes, if you haven't figured it out by now, my fantasy opponent has the Atlanta Falcons defense.
Oh god. Yeah. You know what though? At least I can say this about the Cowboys. We're not the Atlanta Falcons.
Or the Houston Texans, or the Jets.
I'll say right now, y'all should have lost that.
We should have lost to Atlanta. Yeah, even I said that in my picks video that we should have lost that game. But Atlanta, I still don't get how they did that. I'm still surprised we haven't heard that the coach has been fired from Atlanta yet. Maybe they're waiting to get home.
I mean, but are y'all surprised though? I mean, Atlanta is known for Atlanta did that shit 2 weeks in a row. They did it the next week, blew a fucking lead
Against Chicago, which I actually said would happen. I'm not surprised. I think when I do my picks on Wednesday, I'm actually gonna have to go on record saying I think Atlanta will probably get the #1 pick. Good catch, Rudolph. Good catch. Checking in on Mr. Jones game. Let's see. Oh, what the highlights? Wait, Atlanta had a highlight? Holy shit. But,
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Garr.
trying to think. I would actually have to say if I had to give up the worst teams right now, I'd probably have to say Falcons 1, Jets 2, Houston 3.
Sounds about right.
And probably followed by Washington, Giants, Eagles, and Cowboys.
I can't believe San Francisco let the Eagles beat them though.
I think what helped Philly in that game, and I mentioned it in my picks video, what had me concerned was the Niners really did not have any, didn't have Garoppolo. The defense is so banged up from playing against the Jets when half of them took off the field because of injuries. And I think even when I picked the Niners, I said that it comes down to how the quarterback does, because he played well against the Giants, but it's the Giants.
Right.
Giants are terrible this year, worse than it. How not as bad as Atlanta.
Wait a minute. Jason Garrett is the
Offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I know he's the offensive coordinator. No wonder why. Never mind.
That's why Dallas may get a win this, should get their second win this year, because the Giants have only put up 9 points last week. I will say this: if we lose to the Giants,
man, if we lose to the Giants, that's it. That's it. I'm just gonna call
if
it.
we lose to the Giants, I'm gonna be like, Dak Prescott, this is why we did not give you that big money.
Oh man.
Man, if they defense don't step up next against the Giants, this Jerry Jones needs to look into firing him fucking self. Just dude, get somebody that can build a team, bro.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Because you are not it at all.
Granted, I'm going to say this. I don't care who wins that division. They're not winning a playoff game.
Oh, hell no.
Well, they'll go up against the Panthers next week.
That should be an interesting one. Vikings and Panthers.
Their quarterback is J.C. Beehart.
I'm going to say this. Who?
Blaine Gabbert is their backup.
Sounds like that should be reversed.
Damn. Jay AGI is their running back.
Yo.
And Mike Davis is their backup.
No, what though? What they gonna say? Patriots is not doing too bad with Cam.
Yeah, he feels like he's at home.
Like, you can look at Cam and say and tell that he's happy playing the game again, because when these past couple seasons down in Carolina, he was so unfucking happy. You can look at him and like, yeah, he's done.
He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
It's like he don't even have the passion for this shit no more with this team.
Right.
And I think if he plays well once he comes back, I have a feeling the Patriots will sign him to a longer contract, because I think it's only a 1 or 2 year deal.
Let's see. Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah, since I seen him down there with the Patriots, all I've been doing is seeing him smile on the sidelines and shit. I'm like, yeah, he happy to be from down there.
Plus, they're making sure he's not getting injured.
They got 2 good wide receivers on this team. Demetrius Thomas and Jaron Brown. Let's see what their tight end is. And this should be an easy game, but their record is 7-5.
Interesting.
Alright, so y'all, I will be right back. Hopefully, Battlegrounds is downloaded. That's one thing I have to hate when about purchasing stuff online, is that it doesn't automatically download.
Speaking of, I heard y'all talk about the whole retribution stuff. I'm not mad that Ali turned out to be the leader.
It's about time they give him some type of spot after Kofi took. I mean,
hey, they had to do what they had to do. He was hurt.
True.
That should have been his spot, but shit happens.
Right.
Yeah, shit happens for a reason. It just wasn't his time right then.
I'm not mad either. It shocked me because I would have never expected him to be.
Yeah, I think that's why they did it because no one was expecting it.
But also it makes sense because, like I said earlier, like he was that mysterious hacker, so
Yeah,
it fits
yeah. I
perfect.
think I think that's why they put him in his role because that shit failed. So they had to do something with him to make up for that shit.
All right, all right. Let me. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. After these messages, yo.
And Trick's cereal.